Hey there, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here for a Finally Friday video, and this week I have a no frills tutorial on a center step card. So hang on and I'll be right back and show you guys how to make it. Today I'm going to give you a no frills tutorial on how to do this side step card. It'll look like this when we're done. It stands up. And if you can see, this part will stick out a little bit to the front with this here. So let's get going. I'm just going to show you the no frills part. You can decorate it on your own. It's going to start with a 4 1/4 inch piece of, I've got basic white. You can use whatever color you want your base to be. From there we will do a bunch of scoring. Let me get this out. Let's see if I got it all in the picture. We are going to score on, put the 11-inch side along the top of your scoring tool or your cutter and slide the end of the paper out to 1 inch. And then you're going to score in 1 inch up here and in 1 inch from down there. So I'm going to draw my scoring blade down to 1 inch, lift it up, and I'm going to score it back to 3 1/4. And I'm going to do it again just because I got thick cardstock and I want to make sure that I can see the score lines. So then we need to go to 2 inches, so I'm going to rotate the paper around so that my scoring is now going to go this way. And I'm going to put it at 2 inches. And again, we're going to draw it to 1 inch. And then we're going to come down here to 4 1/4, and we're going to push it up 1 inch to 3 1/4. Then we are going to lift it up and move it down to 5 1/2. And we're going to score this area here instead of just the 1 inch. We're going to score between these two, which will make this piece up at the top. So we're going to put that in, and we're going to put our trimmer or our scoring blade at 1 inch and pull it over to 3 1/4. And I'm going to do that a couple times because again I've got a thick cardstock here. Then we are going to pull it up and go up to 6 1/2 inches and score again just 1 inch in on each side. And back to 3 1/4. So now you're going to turn your paper so that the short side is along the top of your trimmer or your cutting or scoring tool. And we're going to again put the edge out to 1, and we're going to score, let me get the, I should have most of it in there now. We're going to score from our first line. We're going to score from our first line up to the 6 1/2 inch mark that we made. So you can close your lid down, put your cutting blade at 10, and push it up to, it's at 4 1/2 on the cutter. If we go this direction, and we've cut from mark to mark. Now you can slide it over and put the left side at 1 inch and repeat those same cuts, or you can turn it like so and then pull down, put the right at 1, put your cutting blade at 1, then pull it up to 6 1/2 where our other mark is. And I apologize if I'm off the screen on this. Now we're going to fold. So I'm going to kind of come at a little bit of an angle to get it all in the screen. So The two at 6.5 are going to be mountain folds, which means they're going to have a peak to them. They're going to go up like this. They call that a mountain fold. So just slightly give it a little pinch. The center there at 5.5, that is also going to go up. So give that a little pinch. Try not to get those side things, sorry. Give that a little pinch so that it's kind of started going how we want it to go. The mark at 1 inch is also going to be a mountain fold. So start giving that a little bit of a fold. These two at 2 inches are going to be valley folds, which means they're going to go in. So you can give that a little bit of a head start if you want, but then pick up your card and start to fold the back panel under. And as you can see, everything's kind of starting to slide with it. So just help guide those side pieces down. You know, you can pinch those down, pinch this up, and then lay it down and kind of, it'll be kind of like you're deflating a beach ball. You're going to just give that a little push and everything's going to start to fall into the place where it needs to be. When you get it all deflated like that, go ahead and burnish on your score lines. And now the card base is complete and ready for you to embellish. So there's not a whole lot to your embellishments either. These, remember, your panels out here are 1 inch. So your paper would be, if you're just going to do it like I did, this is a paper pumpkin kit. I went 7/8 inches wide here on both of these. And the card I was using was 4 1/4, so that's how long it is. It's not really going to show in there. So the 4 1/4, the extra little gap space that I have in there didn't really show because it's tucked down inside the card. So this panel down here is also 1 inch up. So I went again at 7 1/8 by 7/8 by 4 1/8, just to give a smaller border. And then my pink piece here is 2 inches wide. And then this was a leftover piece from my paper pumpkin card, so it's 1 3/4. Not quite on the 1/8, but it was okay. That was the pieces of paper I had left over, but that's just some rough, random measurements for you if you need a little quick go-to for the designer paper to finish it off. Otherwise, you know, have fun with layers. You could put a couple different layers on there. And just remember, you got 1 inch here and 1 inch down here. And we'll tell you exactly, this what should be 2 1/4. Yeah, this is 2 1/4 inches. So there you go, guys. Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. Talk to you later. Wham bam, one and done. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you watching. I hope you make the card. If you do, feel free to post your creation on my Facebook Green Thumb Stampers Creativity in Bloom page. Show us what you're making. Post anything there. That's what it's there for. And I'll be back again next week. So you guys have a great weekend and enjoy the beautiful weather. I believe it's here to stay for a while. So have a great day and an awesome weekend. Bye, guys.